Good morning, VC. It is Glen Kellaway coming to you from the basement. It's Monday morning. Time for the weekly wrap up. I got a thumbs down on my last wrap up. My thumbs down friend is back, so I want to welcome him to my channel again. I missed you. It's great. I'm glad your mom gave you your internet back. I think you should do your housework if mom wants you to, and then she wouldn't punish you and take your internet away. So I'm glad you're back. I did miss you. I love that you're engaged. Ah, this is a special day. Special birthday boy today, Bob Dylan. 80th birthday today. Wow. Um, 80 years, can you believe it? Does that make you feel old if you're just think back 1962? Holy smokes. The man has certainly contributed a lot to the music industry, to our enjoyment. Written some incredible songs that will live forever. There's starting to be a lot of tribute videos coming out. A couple that I noticed. Nick Rudow, my West Coast friend. Fave Dylan albums. He's just released a video. MeanMrMayo, Mr. Beatles, just released a video showing his Dylan collection. There's a channel called Never Ending Bob Fan. I'll put it in my little comment box section or description of the videos, wherever you call that little box there. I always list the channels that I mention because I don't know how to do links. So anyway, Never Ending Bob Fan puts out a ton of uploads a ton of Dylan audio from concerts and stuff. It's just really good. He's just released a new one today. So if you're a Dylan fan, it's a really must subscribe channel. Never Ending Bob Fan. Of course, my nephew Jack from Jack's Stereo Experience. Please subscribe to Jack's Stereo Experience. Him and I have a series together called Family Tracks, where we just talk about whatever classic rock stuff we want to bring up. We did Bob Dylan on the weekend and uploaded it. Just his trilogy, just had a general discussion of his trilogy of great albums, Bringing It All Back Home, Highway 61, and Blonde on Blonde. So check that out. My continuing four-part series with Sam St. John concludes today on Bob's birthday. We've been counting down 80 Bob Dylan songs, one for every year of his life, and today we do the top 20. I'm pretty excited to see what Sam comes up with on his top 20. It's always an interesting dynamic when you got an old timer and a younger guy. I love that whole thing. I hope you guys find that interesting, but I do, because it's just such a different viewpoint and where you jump in, and that I think it makes it interesting. Contests in the VC. There's All the World's a Stage. My friend Steve. He's turning 65 on June 17th. Mark that in your calendar, because then on June 17th, you can go to the channel All the World's a Stage and wish Steve a happy birthday. I think he'd be thrilled, and subscribe to his channel as a birthday present. How about that? I think Steve's got like 104 subscribers, low hundreds anyway, and let's give him some love here. Not every day a man turns 65, and he's got a great channel. Slambo's Carve Idiots. Slambo's a fun guy. He's doing a contest, this 100 subscriber celebration. Again, jump on. Come on, let's help these guys out. Let's make it 200. Activity in the V. What caught my eye in the VC this week? Norman Maslov started a tag. There's been a lot of music tags or music genres. There's been a jazz and a country, and now Mazzy started a folk music tag. Folk music tag 2021. I was holding off on it I know I wanted to do it because I love folk music, but once I saw Mazzy's and saw the 20 questions or categories or whatever we had to respond to, I had a lot of holes. And it kind of hit me between the eyes for someone who has been a fan of folk music since they were a kid. Um, I have a lot of serious holes in my folk music collection. So that's got to be rectified whenever I can get out and they open things up here and I can get to a record show or something and pick up some records. But I watched Chris Prophy's response, and he stretched it a little bit here and there when he didn't have something to actually answer the question correctly. So he motivated me to kind of go, yeah, I think I can do this. And I found some stuff and I did it. It was fun. Thanks, Mazzy. That's a good one. Folk music thread. Okay, so Chris, that BluesVinyl Guy. I started a response thread because the hockey playoffs are on, and I was kind of on all the VC members that may be hockey fans to, show their team colors in records. And I got a few responses, but Chris, so if you don't watch hockey, you have to understand the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Montreal Canadiens are the storied franchises in the National Hockey League. They've been around for like 100 years, more than 100 years probably now. And they had a rivalry that's Yankees, Red Sox, Manchester United, Liverpool. It's like just a hatred of each other for years and years. Montreal has won the most amount of Stanley Cups of any team in the history of any pro sports, like 24 cups, I think. The Leafs have won 11. That's the second most, but far behind Montreal. But I grew up hating Montreal, hating them, and I still do. They make me vomit when I watch them play. I can't stand it. So they're meeting in the playoffs for the first time in 42 years, I think it is, right now. Montreal, like the Leafs, have been the best team in what they're calling the Northern Division this year. They changed things up because of COVID. There's 7 teams. Toronto was on the top, first place the whole season. It was almost effortless. Montreal was battling just to try and stay in the playoffs, and they made 4, so they won place 4 in the first round, and so they met in the playoffs. Their first game. Now, Toronto was really an overwhelming favorite, but Montreal won the game 2-1, and our captain, John Tavares, if anybody hasn't seen this yet, I'm sure it made the news all over the world. He took a vicious hit, and when he was falling, another player ran into him with his knee in his face, and it looked like just horrific, almost like they killed him. Like it was really bad. He tried to sit up, and then he just fainted back into the arms of the trainer who was on the ice with him by this point. It's really not a fun watch. It was not good. Anyway, it sucked the whole life out of the game, and definitely sucked the life out of the Leafs, and they lost 2-1. So that was not a good start. But they came back in game 2 and won 5-1, which is what my expectations are. So they're meeting Monday night, Tuesday night, and Thursday night this week. So I'm pumped. Chris, you're going down, buddy. But Chris had a great response to my video. It's so funny. It's awesome. You should watch it. He's an amazing guy. There's this other channel I'm watching. It's a young man who lives in London. And he's a huge Beatles fan. And his name is Agustin Kafka. Again, I will put it down in my little description box down there. He is a musician, pretty serious musician, and a huge Beatles fan. And he does these little videos in places in London that were kind of historic for Beatle fans. He did a video on Paul's house on Cavendish, which is just around the corner from Abbey Road Studios. Paul still owns the house. He's owned it since the 60s. And he did kind of a history of the house and showed us the house, stood in front of it and everything. Really, really, really cool video. He just uploaded a new one about this address in London, 32 Montague Square. Now, Ringo and Maureen lived in this house. Jimi Hendrix lived in this house. And John and Yoko lived in this house. This was the house John and Yoko were in when John and Yoko got busted for pot possession, and John took the hit on it so Yoko wouldn't get hoofed out of the country. And that was the whole episode with that cop, I forget his name, who was the crooked cop who was setting up all the English rock stars. But anyway, and we all know the problems John had in the U.S. trying to get a green card as a result of that bust. But really interesting video. This guy's a really cool guy, Agustin Kafka. I will, again, you can look up his name on underneath. This is really exciting news. Speaking of Beatles, another great video that was just uploaded. Matthew Street, who's turning into one of my best friends in the VC. I love Matt. He's great. He's really supportive of my channel, and I think he's an amazing guy. He just saw an article online. The site is called Cinema Blend, if you're interested. It's an update on the Beatles' Peter Jackson Get Back film. This article is saying that the film will be released to cinemas on August 27th. Now, I'm not one to want to wish my summer away, but I will be first in line to see this film, and I think I'll probably go back 10 freaking times. I wish it was like in the days when I was young, in the 60s. You could go to a movie, you paid to go in, and you just walked into the theater, and you could stay there all day and watch the movie 10 friggin' times and no one would ever bother you. If that was the way I think I saw Let It Be like that, I probably watched it 2 or 3 times in a row. This is a movie that I could do that with. I think I'm sure I'm going to go more than once. I'm really excited for that. August 27th, Get Back. Oh, what else have I got here today? New releases on records. I'm really excited. Friday, one of the great singer-songwriters in North America, U.S., Nashville, John Hyatt, has released a new album. John's playing with the Jerry Douglas Band now. Anybody who is into bluegrass music will know the name Jerry Douglas. He needs no introduction. Jerry Douglas is a dobro player. Jerry Douglas is the best dobro player on the planet. He once did an album with one of John Fogerty's solo records that came out probably like 10 years ago or something. And John was promoting his album and talking about recording it, and his quote was that Jerry Douglas is the Jimi Hendrix of the dobro, and that's a pretty fair quote. Jerry Douglas is an incredible musician. He has a ton of solo albums out. He plays with Alison Krauss and Union Station as well, but this is going to be a freaking great album, and I forgot to write the title of it down. Leftover Feelings. Leftover Feelings. That's it. Another one that's kind of interesting, I think, The Wallflowers of Jakob Dylan. I love that first Wallflowers album with One Headlight on it. That was a pretty good record. And they got a new album coming out in July called Exit Wounds on July 9th. Now there's a couple of singles have been released. You can see them on YouTube. One's called Maybe Your Heart's Not In It No More. And another one's called Roots and Wings. They're actually pretty good songs. It's just real rootsy Americana type stuff with guitar and keyboard, and really cool. I think I'll probably be grabbing the Wallflowers album too. That's pretty good. So, excuse me. I'm really interested in those new releases. Now, my family's going through a big thing here, positive, nothing but positive. My oldest daughter is moving to Orlando, Florida. She's leaving on June 4th, June 5th. My son-in-law, or soon-to-be son-in-law, Daryl, and my daughter Andrea, they have a house down there. Daryl's been down there for quite some time. He is a referee in working for the WWE on the NXT cards. Got a great job and really exciting. And my daughter's a photographer, and she's got a job down there now, and she's been working towards this goal since she was a teenager, really. And I'm so proud of her, Andrea. Yeah, it's going to be so cool. So as soon as I get my second shot, and Lynn gets her second shot, we're going to be visiting the Orlando area probably in August or September. More to follow on the Andrea news. I'll keep, because I'm pretty proud and pretty excited about it. And as she gets down there and gets acclimated and acclimated, and gets rolling in her new job, we'll give more details, and there'll be some exciting stuff. That's about it. So this afternoon at 4 o'clock, I'm recording the final episode with Sam St. John on Bob Dylan's birthday. It will be uploaded tonight. The top 20 Dylan songs. It's really going to be really good. And that's about it for now, I think. I can't think of anything else. I know I'm going to get one thumbs down and 3 thumbs up. That should be the name of my channel. I think I got to change it. 1 thumbs down, 3 thumbs up. Everybody have a great day. I love you all. Even thumbs down guy, I love you too. Peace out.